Hello all, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to study the next unit, that is community engagement case studies. We are going to come across different case studies in this chapter with respect to community engagement, and we are going to see each of them in detail. Many of them find this unit a bit challenging. Do not worry, I have made it very easy for you all. Follow along. The first question is, what is case study? So case study is an in-depth, detailed and systematic investigation of a specific individual, group, institution, community or a real life situations over a period of time. So it is real-time investigation studies. Okay, what is the concept and the meaning? It is a qualitative research method. It is a qualitative, not quantitative. Okay, it is qualitative research method that is used to understand how and why a phenomena occur in real life context. So it basically focuses on depth of understanding rather than generalization. So every point we are going to see in detail in case study. It helps in studying complex issues that cannot be understood through numerical data alone. So if you are not understanding theoretical concepts, then case studies are the best. They are live examples of the issues. Nature of case studies. It is context based. That is, it is conducted in real life environment. It is exploratory and descriptive. It explains the situations in detail. It is interpretative. It focuses on meanings, experiences, and processes. So it is nothing but real life situations. What are the key features of case study? It is in-depth and intensive study. It includes real life context. It is a holistic approach. It uses multiple data sources like interviews, observation, documentation, surveys, field notes, etc. Importance of case studies in case study in education. It bridges the gap between theory and practice. It develops critical thinking, enhances problem solving skills, and promotes active learning. What is the role of case study in community engagement? Helps in understanding various community issues like poverty, employment, lack of resources. It helps in experiential learning through direct interaction and field experience. It builds social responsibility, and it also constructs knowledge through experience and reflection. Is economic development through student interaction and internship possible? Support your answer with possible case studies. What is economic development? It means improving the income levels, employment opportunities. It not only about providing money, it is also about the employment opportunities, productivity, and overall quality of life of people, especially in rural and underdeveloped areas. Okay. Generally, in traditional education, students mostly learn by theoretical concepts, but they do not understand how that theoretical knowledge works in real life, how that theory is applicable in real life. So, students' interaction and internships will help to solve this problem by taking students into real communities where they can observe the problem, where in live and work on the solutions. Okay, what happens when students interact with rural communities? They get introduced to new ideas and technology, provide they get awareness about government schemes and improve financial and digital literacy, and they will be able to support small businesses and entrepreneurship. At the same time, students will also gain practical knowledge, problem solving skills, communication and leadership abilities, and understanding of real social and economic conditions. Okay, so this creates a mutual benefit system. What is this mutual benefit system? Communities develop and students will learn. Okay. So this kind of mutual benefit will be there for both community and students. Both of them will be benefited. So this idea is strongly connected to Nayi Talim philosophy. So this Nayi Talim philosophy majorly emphasizes on learning by doing, work-centered education, community-based learning, and education for social transformation and self-reliance. The first case study is Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, UBA, that has been taken up by IIT Delhi. So these people have selected villages in Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. Duration is for 2 to 3 months. Who are the collaborators? IIT Delhi, local panchayat, SHGs, self-help groups we have seen in our previous videos, NGOs and district administration. What are the activities conducted? First, rural entrepreneurship development. So students first, they have conducted skill mapping surveys. What is skill mapping surveys? It is nothing but it is a tool that is used to identify and measure and document. Identify, measure and document the specific abilities that the villagers possess. Okay, that the villagers have. Okay, to identify what the villagers can do. Organized training sessions on starting small businesses. Introduced villagers to online platforms for selling products. Encourage youth and women to become self-employed instead of job seekers. Then micro enterprise support. They help establish small units like pickle and papad making, dairy farming, and simple uh, spice processing using solar dryers, etc. Then market linkage and branding. So they created brand names and identity for the products that the villagers have created. They improved packaging, labeling, and quality standards. They helped in online marketing and local service. They connected rural products to urban consumers. So, what are the outcomes and impact? So, this is a table that shows the outcome and impact. This is the area which the students wanted to improve and what is the outcome. So the areas include skill enhancement, sustainability and empowerment. And these are the outcomes that were seen in the villagers. Okay. Then how is this case study aligned with Nayi Talim principles? So here are the three Nayi Talim principles, that is work-centric education, community-based learning and service as education. And this is the explanation of each of the following. You can easily go through. So case study 2 is the work that Kakatiya University has taken up in Telangana. Okay. So Telangana has strong network of self-help groups which play a major role in the rural community. So there are various government programs like MGNREA which provide employment, but additional support is needed for sustainable income generation. So university like Kakatiya University collaborated with this MGNCRE to strengthen the rural livelihoods. Okay. What is the activity that is conducted by this Kakatiya University students? Livelihood survey and need assessment. Student collected detailed surveys to understand sources of income, available skills, economic challenges. So all these helped in designing the targeted solutions. Okay. So they have taken all this information in order to provide the solutions. Skill and enterprise development. They provided training in production, quality improvement, costing, and pricing. They introduced new business ideas like millet-based food products, herbal soaps, eco-friendly products. So they have given all these ideas to the villagers, rural people. Then financial and digital literacy. So they trained villagers in UPI payments, that is Phone Pay, Google Pay, mobile banking, and QR code usage. Encouraged saving habits and financial planning. They told how to, the students, they educated the villagers regarding how to save money and how to do financial planning, branding and marketing. They created local product brands. They improved packaging and labeling and helped sell products through exhibitions and local markets. So this is the outcome and impact table. So what are the areas? SHG empowerment, student learning, local economy and sustainability. So this is the impact that has been created. Then how is it aligned to Nayi Talim principles? So these are the principles, that is learning by doing, community centered education, productive work and mutual learning. So case study 3 that has been taken up by Osmania University. So students of Osmania University, they have conducted rural surveys and need assessments to identify livelihood opportunities. Okay, what is needed in that particular village for those villagers to live, to have a peaceful life. Okay, They supported small businesses like tailoring, food processing, and handicrafts. They provided training in financial literacy, digital payments, and savings. And they improved branding, packaging, and marketing strategy. So this is the outcome and the outcome table. These are the areas, that is income generation, student learning, community empowerment, and sustainability. So what's the final conclusion? Economic development through student interaction is not only possible but highly effective and practical. It creates strong connection between education and the society. It makes learning very meaningful. It also helps in reducing unemployment, promoting entrepreneurship, improving rural economy, and encouraging self-reliance. It also prepares students to be to become socially responsible and skilled individuals. Therefore, it is a powerful approach tool for sustainable development. And as we have already seen in the previous slide, that there is a mutual benefit. The students are benefited as they are learning about the community, and the community is benefited because the students are doing something for the community people. Explain case studies on community engagement through school students and skill development. So, community engagement through school student means involving school children in activities that help them to connect with the society and contribute to the community development. So, skill development in such cases refers to improving school students' abilities like communication, problem solving, practical and vocational skills, social responsibility. In traditional education practices, as we already know, students mostly focus on bookish knowledge, but community engagement will help them learn through real life experiences. So, when school students participate actively in community based activities, they understand real life problems, they develop life skills and values, and they learn to work in teams and take responsibility. At the same time, community program also benefits through awareness programs, skill training, and improve local practices. So school students are benefited and community is benefited. So this approach is based on Nayi Talim philosophy. So first case study is how school students are supporting Swachh Bharat Abhiyan and sanitation awareness in Telangana. Okay. So rural areas in Telangana generally face problems like poor sanitation, lack of awareness about hygiene, health related issues. So schools actively engaged students in Swachh Bharat activities to improve these conditions. So what are the activities conducted? Awareness programs. Students conducted rallies, poster and street plays to spread awareness about cleanliness and hygiene. Household interaction. Students went from home to home and explained the importance of using toilets, clean drinking water and waste disposal. So school cleanliness drives. Students actively participated in cleaning school surroundings and nearby areas. Then skill development. It developed communication skills, leadership skills, teamwork and responsibility. This is the outcome and impact tables. What is the areas that are covered? Community awareness, health improvement, student skill development and behavioral change. Okay, this is the impact that has been created in these areas. Second case study, school, stu school students and kitchen garden or nutrition programs that are being taken up in Telangana. So rural families mainly face issues like malnutrition, lack of awareness about balanced diet. So schools introduce kitchen gardening program which involve students. What are the activities that are conducted? Setting up kitchen gardens. Okay. Students learn to grow vegetables like spinach, tomatoes, beans in school premises. So how practical knowledge is developed? Students learn basic agricultural skills, water management, and soil preparation. Students also gain nutritional awareness and the educated family about healthy food, balanced diet, and how to grow their own vegetables in their kitchen to reduce their costs. Okay. Community involvement, parents and villagers involved, encourage parents and villagers were encouraged to start home gardens in order to grow their own vegetables and also to reduce the cost as said before. So this is the outcome and impact table. What are the areas? Nutritional development, skill development, community participation, sustainability. And this is the impact that has been created. Third case study is school students in digital literacy and financial awareness in Telangana. So many rural people, as you already know, they lack knowledge regarding digital payment, banking services, and various government schemes that they are eligible to. So schools encourage students to act as digital ambassadors. This term is very important. So what are the activities conducted? Digital literacy training. Then that is students learn and taught how to how taught others how to use smartphones, UPI payments, and other online services. Then financial awareness campaign. So they explained the importance of saving money using bank account, avoiding fraud. So how they supported villagers, they helped villagers in filling forms using apps and accessing various online services. This is the outcome and impact table. Okay. What is the area? Digital inclusion, financial awareness, student skill development, community empowerment. So this is the impact. So how these, what is the Nayi Talim connection to it? So these are the Nayi Talim various principles and how it was applicable in case studies. So first Nayi Talim principle is learning by doing, then work-centered education, then community-centric learning, then dignity of labor, then social responsibility. So this is a application. So what are the skills that are developed in students? Communication skills, leadership skills, problem solving skills, teamwork, and practical skills. So what is the final conclusion? This community engagement, that is by engaging school students in community activities is highly effective in both education and development. So it helps students gain real life experiences, develop skills and values, become responsible citizenship. How it helps communities? It will improve health, economy, and awareness. It will make people of the community to adopt better practices and become more self-reliant. Explain village governance, sustainable development, transparency in governance, funding, and give a critical analysis. Also explain key features and recent projects. So we will look at all these aspects in detail. Village governance refers to the system through which rural areas are administered, managed, and developed by local governing bodies, mainly Panchayat Raj institutions, that is PRA. Okay. So it is the rural areas governance system. Okay. It is the foundation of the democracy of India. As we know, villages are the roots of India. So is the village governance also. It is a foundation of democracy in India where the power is transferred from central or state governments to the local governments at village level. Okay. The main aim of village governance is to ensure people's participation in decision making. So people also should be involved in any decision making process. Promote inclusive and equitable development and address local needs effectively. What is sustainable development? It means sustainable development means the development that meets people's present needs. It does not compromise on future generation. Just because it is focusing on the present needs, it will not let go of the future needs. So keeping the keeping the future needs in the mind, it will solve the present needs. In villages, it includes environmental protection, economic growth, and social justice. All of them, the future is equally important with the present. Example, using rainwater harvesting ensures both current water needs and future availability. Okay. Transparency in governance is the next one. Transparency means openness, clarity, and access to the information. So should people should know everything that is happening behind. Okay. It ensures that proper use of funds, reduction in corruption, trust between people and government. Okay. Then next tools for transparency. What are the various tools? Digital platforms, public audits, and Gram Sabha meetings. So in this way, everything the public will know about whatever is happening. Critical analysis. Though village governance is very strong in theory, there are many challenges which exist in the background. So what are the challenges? Lack of awareness among villagers is the main challenge. Political interference, misuse of funds, limited participation of marginalized group. Hence, improving transparency, accountability, and participation is very, very important. Key features of village governance. First one is decentralized power. Power, decentralized means transfer of power from central or state bodies to local bodies. Okay, it is transferring power is power is transferred from higher authorities to local village bodies. Enables faster context specific decision making. So decisions can be made targeted decision making. This means empowers local communities to solve their own problems. Then second one is three-tier Panchayat Raj system. So Panchayat Raj works in three different levels. Okay. First is village level, next block level, next district level. Village level is called Gram Panchayat. Block level is called Mandal or Block Samiti. District level is called Zilla Parishad. So it ensures that there is a coordination at all levels. Then participatory planning and decision making. So villagers actively participate in the village decision making through Gram Sabha meetings. Okay. Then it promotes people-centered governance. Okay. That is democratic government. Democracy and elected representation. Next one. So the representatives and officials are elected by the people. So this ensures accountability to citizens and it reflects democratic values at grassroots levels. Okay, grassroots means villages are the roots of the nation, right? So if democracy happens in village, that means it will happen all over the nation. Then social inclusion and reservation. Special provisions for women, SC, ST and backward classes. And this ensures equal participation and empowerment of marginalized groups. Next one is transparency and accountability. Okay. Open governance should happen through public records, social audits, and digital monitoring. So every people should know what is happening in the government. Okay, in this way, officials are responsible for their actions. Okay, reduces corruption and misuse. They will, if they have to do anything wrong, then they think twice that people are seeing what we are doing. So this will reduce corruption and misuse of funds. Local resource, seventh one is local resource mobilization. So what is this? Villages generate and manage their own resources. Okay, like taxes, local funds, community contribution. So this will help in self-reliance and financial independence. Next one, efficient service delivery. Okay, this ensures that delivery of services like water supply, sanitation, health education are efficient and on time. Okay, it improves, so hence it will improve the speed and efficiency. Then implementation of government schemes. Okay, there are many government schemes with respect to employment, housing, and welfare. So, look, village government will take care that all these schemes reach the people, reach the needy people. Okay, it means it ensures that benefits reach grassroots level. Then support for sustainable development. The focus is on environmental conservation, renewable energy, and sustainable agriculture. It will promote long-term development. The latest projects in village governance and sustainability. Okay. What are the latest projects? First, Jal Jeevan Mission that is happening in Chikmagalur, Karnataka. River restoration, Tildoki Ganga, Tilodki Ganga, Ayodhya, Uttar Pradesh. Then waste management movement, Zemithang, Arunachal Pradesh. Then digital Gram Seva, Tatarpur, Haryana. Mayurbhanj E-Sangatan, Odisha. Swamvita Yojana, Swamitva Yojana, that is, it is actually happening all over the nation. E-Gram Swaraj and Panchayat advancement. So these are the various the projects that are being taken up with respect to village governance and sustainability. Village governance and transparency in Telangana. So various case studies which include Gangadevipalli. Gangadevipalli is a village in Telangana which has been taken as a model village. That means it is a village which is properly established in all sorts. That is an example, that village has set an example to the entire state that how a village has to be. So it is known as the model village in Telangana. That is, it is an ideal village in Telangana. It has active Gram Sabha. There is community participation. Then there are strict rules and there is strict rules and regulations, and every uh, villager will abide by those rules. And there is 100% literacy. There is absolutely no alcohol consumption. And then there is high developmental standards. Okay, this village is perfect in all ways. Then there are drone-based land surveys. These drones, they help in accurate land mapping and they help in reducing land disputes, clear ownership records, and better planning. There is e-panchayat and digital monitoring. They are tools which help in tracking funds, development works, and scheme implementation. They ensure transparency and accountability. Then what is the overall impact in Telangana because of all these case studies? Is it improved government efficiency, it increased public participation, better transparency, and sustainable rural development. What is the meaning of resource mobilization and utilization? And state, sharing student community engagement. Okay. Resource mobilization and utilization are essential processes in education and community development, as we already know. So they help in linking academic learning with real life applications. Okay. They ensure that all the available resources like human efforts, funds, materials, knowledge are properly collected, organized, and used effectively for developmental purposes. They also promote active student involvement in community activities, which enhance practical learning and help in building responsible and socially aware citizens. So, what is the meaning of resource mobilization? It refers to systematic process of identifying, collecting, and organizing the available resources like financial support, human skills, materials, and technology to achieve specific targeted goals. So it includes both internal resources like students, teachers, and infrastructure which is present in the institution, and external resources like community support, NGOs, and various governmental schemes. So effective resource mobilization ensures that no potential is left unused. That is, every potential that is available to us is used in a proper way, and that all the available support systems are brought together for developmental activities. Okay. Resource utilization and sharing. Now we have seen what is resource mobilization. What is resource mobilization? We are going to see now. So it refers to effective and efficient use of the mobilized resources. So once the resources are mobilized, they are utilized. Okay. And effective and efficient use of the mobilized resources in a planned and organized manner so that maximum benefit is achieved through without wastage. Okay. So proper utilization focuses mainly on implementation, and which ensures that the collected resources or the mobilized resources are used for meaningful purposes. Okay. Like education, infrastructure, community welfare, etc. And what is resource sharing? It refers to exchange and distribution of the resources among individuals, in institutions, and communities. So this helps in reducing the gaps between different sections of the society. Okay, so first is resource mobilization. After the resources are mobilized, the resources are utilized. After the resources are utilized, the resources are shared among one another for the betterment of the society. Student community engagement. It refers to the active involvement of students in community-based activities where they apply their academic knowledge to real-life problems and contribute to the social development. It includes activities like awareness programs, teaching initiatives, environmental campaigns, and skill development projects. So this student engagement will help students to gain practical experience and improve communication skills and develop deeper understanding of the societal issues. So, what are the educational values developed? First is social responsibility, next, cooperation and teamwork, leadership skills, empathy and sensitivity, and problem solving skills. The first case that study is called Enactus SRCC, that is Project Vriksha, that is taken up in Delhi. It focuses on environmental sustainability and livelihood generation by promoting eco-friendly practices and recycling methods in the community. So resources are mobilized. How? By collecting waste materials, involving student volunteers and building connection with local communities and markets. Okay. How resources are utilized? By converting waste into useful products like recycled paper and biodegradable items, thereby reducing pollution and creating income. How resources are shared? Okay, sharing happens by the exchange of skills, knowledge, and market access between students and community members. So, what are the accomplishments of this particular projects? It increased the environmental awareness and sustainable practices, and it generated employment opportunities, and it improved environmental conditions, and it has strengthened student learning through hands-on experience, which is obvious. Then the second case has been taken up by IIT Gandhinagar, that is NEEF initiative in Gujarat. So this NEEF initiative focuses on improving rural education by involving students and faculty in various community-based programs. How resources are mobilized? By combining institutional support, funding agencies, and student volunteers and local communities. So these are the various resources that have been mobilized. How resources are utilized? Through training session, workshops, and teaching interventions, okay, to improve educational qualities. And how resource sharing has happened? It occurred through exchange of teaching materials, learning materials, and knowledge. So what are the accomplishments of this particular project? It improved learning outcomes and educational qualities. It strengthened the institution and community relationship, and it has provided with real life exposures to educational challenges. Then the case study 3 is taken up by Geetam University, that is rural internship programs, Telangana. Okay, they provide student with real-time exposure to rural development issues. So resource mobilization happened by involving students, faculty members, and local communities. Resources are utilized through surveys, awareness campaigns, and developmental projects. Resource sharing happened by sharing academic knowledge with and resource sharing happened by sharing academic knowledge with each other. Okay, then what are the accomplishments? It improved practical knowledge and field experience. Then it has increased community awareness. Then it led to practical solutions. Then the fourth case study is Tarunamitra Eco Movement, that is nationwide. Okay, it promotes environmental conservation through student and youth participation. Resource mobilization happened through volunteers, institutions, and various environmental organizations. Resources are utilized in tree plantation, waste management, and awareness programs. And resource sharing happened through training program and collaboration. So, what are the accomplishments? Environmental awareness, youth participation, and contributed to ecological conservation. So, in the same way, you can go through the second case study, that is Mahatma Gandhi Antarrashtriya Hindi Vishwavidyalaya, Wardha. This university has taken up community engagement through literacy, cultural, and social development programs. Resource mobilization through institutional support, students, and community participation. Resource utilization in literacy campaigns and rural developmental activities, and resource sharing has happened through knowledge exchange and interaction. And various accomplishments of this include improved literacy levels, educational awareness, and have strengthened cultural understanding and social bonding, and have enhanced student learning through real life engagement. So this is the typical Telangana case study. This include restoration of heritage checkposts at Osmania University. Uh, it mobilized student volunteers and institutional resources to preserve the cultural heritage. One more is pharma skilling and internship connected with rural students and urban labs. That is, they have given pharma based skill development training to rural students, okay, in urban labs by mobilizing educational and industry resources. Then TCS JNTU ION program, Osmania Biodiversity Club, IoT-based sewage monitoring system, then village isolation center during COVID-19, and tribal student training program are some of the case studies that have been taken up in Telangana. Explain about model village and sustainable model village in detail. So model village is a village that serves as an ideal example for rural development, where basic facilities like education, healthcare, sanitation, infrastructure, and governance are well developed and efficiently managed. What is a sustainable model village? It focuses on long-term eco-friendly development, ensuring that the use of resources today do not harm the needs of the future generations. It emphasizes the balanced development of economic growth, social equality, and environmental protection, making the village self-reliant and resilient. So anytime when the word sustainable comes, remember it keeps in mind the future also. Okay. Okay, detailed introduction. So sustainable model village is based on the concept of sustainability, where the development is planned in such a way that natural resources are conserved and regenerated over time. So this keeps the future in the mind. It also focuses on long-term solutions instead of temporary benefits. Okay, like improving living standards, income, environmental quality. Okay, the model integrates economic development, that is livelihood, social development, and environmental conservation. It promotes community participation and local governance. Features of a sustainable model village. They include holistic development, environmental sustainability, social inclusion and equity, livelihood opportunities, participatory governance, health and sanitation, education and skill development, and replicability and innovation. So, sustainable model village. This is the detailed explanation. So, as you already know, sustainable model village is basically designed to be self-sufficient, where local resources are used effectively to meet the needs of the population. It follows various eco-friendly practices, and it ensures that community participation and ownership is there, where villagers take responsibility of the development activities. It promotes inclusive growth. So, how to create a sustainable model village? So, this has many steps. So the first step is identifying the local needs and resources. Okay. Next is community participation, which involves villagers in planning and decision making process. Third step is proper planning and resource allocation should be done. Next, focus should be given on infrastructure development like roads, water supply, electricity, etc. Then sustainable practices should be developed like water conservation, renewable energy, and waste management techniques should be employed. Then skill development and employment opportunities should be given to the people of the village. Then monitoring and evaluation should be carried out on a regular basis. Okay. Then collaboration with governments and NGOs should also happen. Then how to develop a then ways to develop a sustainable model village. So this is the steps to create a more sustainable model village. This is how to develop a model, ways to develop a sustainable model village. So first we have to promote renewable energy resources, then implement rainwater harvesting and water conservation techniques. Then you have to ensure organic farming and sustainable agriculture practices. Then develop proper waste management system, strengthen local governance systems, provide quality education and digital learning opportunities for everybody. Then improve healthcare facilities and sanitation infrastructure. Then create self-employment and various small-scale industries. Then usage of technology and innovation. Then encourage community awareness programs. So this is where these are the various case studies. So first case study is Gangadevipalli, Telangana. So Gangadevipalli is a well-known model village. That is, this is a properly established village system in Telangana. Okay, it is recognized for its effective governance, cleanliness, and community participation. So how villages have achieved such a status is they have strong leaders, active Gram Sabha, and strict implementation of the rules. So it mainly focused on sanitation, education, water management, and social discipline, which are the main pillars to form a proper society. Then village promoted collective decision making. And what are the accomplishments of this Gangadevapalli village? This became a national model for rural development due to its cleanliness and governance system. It achieved 100% sanitation, improved education levels, and strong social unity. It also demonstrated the importance of community participation and transparency. Then there's also one more place called Hiware Bazar, Maharashtra. It is also a model taken as a model village and it set an example with respect to water conservation and sustainable rural development. Okay. Village, it is actually, this area is a drought prone area. That is, it has acute water shortage. And the village has transformed from such a stage to prosperous agricultural village through watershed management and community participation. Okay, from a no water village to good water village, it has transformed only by managing the water properly. Then it focused on crop planting, water conservation, and banning water intensive crops. Okay, by using all these methods, they have removed the drought from the village. Okay, so these are the various accomplishments like increased agricultural productivity and income levels, migration and proper. It reduced migration and poverty, and it set a example for the entire nation with respect to water management. Then this is one more case study. Meenagandi, Kerala. Then Tilonia, Rajasthan is one more. Then other small model villages, and then other model villages in India include Kutumbakam, Tamil Nadu, Hebbal, Karnataka, Temi, Sikkim, then Harishchandrapur, Orissa, then Assam model villages.